Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Today we often find ourselves disrupted and shifting and trying to find what is our own truth. What is the truth? What is our own truth? And even our own truth is so complex to sift through the information of our ancestors, of the great influencers of our thinking, of our being, of our lives, and our own thoughts, individuated through phases of separation from home, from parent, from other, to adulthood, and to, hopefully most of you listening, to a new consciousness, new awareness, to find what is our truth. Part of knowing what our truth is from the embodied life point of view, and from a conscious point of view, I believe, is listening inside to what wants to be known. And I think Carl Jung and those before him were trying to get at this know thyself via the shadow, Jung called it, which really was all that was hidden from us, or under a cover of the haze, something we couldn't see. And so in the Embodied Life School, we have a most profound practice, influenced greatly by Eugene Gendlin in his focusing work. So I'd like to invite us to uncover, to ask the questions that are ripe for us on a daily basis, sometimes a couple of times a day. To ask inside, to go inside. And that is a really big demand in our time, to take the time to go inside. Although this pandemic is really one of the largest gifts of that, whether we're kicking and screaming about it or whether we're opening and inviting all the spaciousness that is here for us. Many of us have quiet time to listen, time to go inside and really listen to knowing thyself. Because the chatter is so enormous in each one of us. It's something like 20 to 40,000 thoughts a day. I don't know, could be a minute. I really don't know, but what I do know is that our thoughts and the noise pollution and the technology pollution is so amazing that to find the time there is the time, but do we take the time? And that is so important because we can fill up any quiet space. So let's see if we can take some time, ask some questions, and invite the things that want to be known. And often you can find that in the face, in the throat, in the torso, in the gut, in the belly, there might be pains that are not just physical. You can feel them physically, but sometimes they're just gas. But really, often it's something speaking. Like when we say we have a pain in our heart, it's different than a pain in our shoulder, right? Or a tightness in the forehead or the jaw, or a tightness and a kind of a clench in the shoulder, or different places where our thoughts, our negative thoughts are contracting places in our body. And we so often just want to take a pill or do something else or eat something to make it all go away. But I'm inviting you to do an embodied life practice with me this morning for just 5 minutes and asking what would like to be uncovered. Because when we can feel a pain, feel a sorrow, feel a voice, maybe it's a voice of joy that's been tampered down. But when we find it and we speak with it and we give it time, it often can go from a dark, shadowed place to one of the most beautiful jewels that we'll cherish in our lives and help us become who we really want to be and help us to know our truth. So we begin like this. We bring our left hand onto our feeling center, the chest, and you close your eyes. I'm going to keep mine open so I can stay. I'll go back and forth between eyes open and closed, and we'll drop in. If you're sitting, just to begin to drop in like we do, like we've been practicing for 10 weeks, twice a week now. And breathing. Our hand is on our chest and we're dropping in and down. We can even say that to ourselves. I'm dropping in and down. Of course, that means our attention is dropping down, down, going through our body. And I'm beginning to listen to, is there anything in here that would like to be known today? Anything that would like my attention? And we listen. I'm feeling something a little bit in my lower belly. I want to put my hand there. Often helps to put a hand there and say, I know I'm with you. I'm with you. What's going on? Well, the first thing that comes, it's odd, but it's thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. That's what I heard. And so now I'm hearing not only the thank you for listening, but thank you for taking the time, because I get so full, I really can't listen. There's bringing my hand to a place near to that. There's so much going on. It's so hard for me to know what's the most important thing. Moving my hand to a place where there's some pain on the left side of my belly. Maybe you're finding a place that's calling to you. I'm getting an image of a bowed head. It's in the shadow. Maybe some forgiveness is needed. I think I need to forgive myself for some of my behavior lately. Becoming anxious at times more often than I really want to be. And some forgiveness, and I might want to come back up and just say, yes, I can forgive myself for being more anxious at different times during the day than I think I really need to be. And I'm bringing a warm-hearted care to that place that feels maybe that it should be more often, or that it's not being calmer, or that it should have this or that. The should is kind of large. So I'm just surrounding that should with love and taking in what it's saying to me. And for the purpose of being with you today, I'm just going to tell that place I heard it, I'm grateful, and I'll be back. I know it probably needs more of my attention, and I'll return to it. And I'm just so grateful for it saying this voice to me this morning. And I'm going to slowly invite myself to re-enter and open my eyes, get a little bit of light, not force myself to pop back into life so quickly. And so that is the process. And I invite you to take some time. It doesn't take long to have something revealed that allows you to live your life more fully. Take good care. Walk into the shadows with a warm, caring heart. Until we meet again. Blessings.